What was your best? You're speaking to the manager right now moment. Back when I was in the Air Force there was a base picnic. I was put on the crew to get things set up. This task was finished and we were just standing around bullshitting waiting for people to show up. A young-looking guy walks up and starts talking to us. He introduced himself as the new operations group commander and was a colonel select. He literally arrived on base that very morning and heard about the picnic. A couple minutes later, our boss shows up and walks over to us. He said, "Hey guys, I think the new OG might be here today. Be on your best behavior because I heard he's a real asshole." We all stared at him in horror. The OG just smiled, stuck out his hand and said, "Hi. I'm the asshole, but you can call me Colonel. Friend of mine." She was getting chewed out over something. Finally the woman loudly demanded to see the manager. So she shrugged and got the manager. Manager comes out all confused. Angry woman demands my friend get fired. Manager is very confused, "But ma'am, I can't do that. She is the owner." Customer was getting all bitchy about a coupon. Cashier called me over. Normally, I'd just let it slide and accept the coupon, but then she had the audacity to insult my cashier, claiming she was incompetent. So I denied it cause fuck this lady. She got all pissy and demanded to talk to the manager. Sorry, the manager left for the day, but the supervisor is here. Well then, I want to speak to your supervisor, she hissed. I am the supervisor, I said firmly. This coupon is not valid. Fine. She huffed and left her stuff at the counter, muttering about never shopping there again. Cashier was a bit shaken up, but I'm not very good at consoling, so I just said, "Fuck her, we don't need her." A salesman walks into the reception area where I happen to be. I asked him if I can help him and he barely acknowledges my existence. A few more attempts and he says he wants to talk to someone more senior. At that moment one of the staff enters, who is older than me. The salesman immediately tries to flag him down and asks to speak to someone in charge. He points at me and says, "Well, the owner is standing right there." 10 years ago I was a retail manager for Bath and Body Works. One day during holiday, a customer began going off on one of my seasonal employees. Like psychotically screaming at her because we were out of the peppermint twist body lotion. I walked up and asked the girl to go cover registers and that I would talk to the customer. Customer began yelling at me. After another 5 minutes of insisting it was in the back. Her, "I want to speak to your manager." Me, "Miss, I'm the manager on duty. This is a popular item. We have none in the back. None of our other stores in the area have any more. You are welcome to look online, but I doubt it is there anymore either. Have a lovely day." She turned purple and asked for our customer service number to complain. It was December 24th. I was invited to a birthday party at a remote acquaintance's place. She introduced me to her husband and tried to start a conversation by "You two work in the same field." So the husband started to talk about his work while I asked polite questions. Then he started to badmouth about a competitor of the place he worked at. He would claim there was something shady about the company, how they would scam customers and cannot be trusted. First I asked where he got his apparent insider knowledge from. When he couldn't name a source I looked at him and said, "No problem buddy, just take the opportunity to ask anything you'd like to fact check as you are currently talking to the owner of the company." The conversations around us literally stopped and a very awkward silence followed, which I ended politely by saying goodbye. I got a parking ticket a few months ago. When I was waiting in line to pay it, I started talking to the lady next to me. Apparently she just got fined under a new ordinance for keeping her work van parked in the street for a month. She was ranting and raving about how the city has become Nazi Germany because of laws like this. Those city councillors are bastards. How dare they? I quietly listened and nodded. Well, I'm on the city council and I helped write that ordinance. We have it in place because people like her keep their cars in front of people's driveways and make it impossible for them to pull out in the morning. When I went to the cashier and was greeted with "Good morning councillor," her jaw nearly dropped.